If I look a little tired in this video, it's because I am. No cap. So if you ever heard a business owner tell you that they be burning a midnight candle and that they be working 12, 16, 24-hour days, chances are they keeping it honest. I promise you, like these last 72 hours, it's been 18-hour days for me. It's been crazy. Straight to the grind, putting in work, you know, back to the wall. It's been crazy, and all for a good purpose though. So right now we're in the winter season, and I'm aiming to close out my fourth quarter. So most times in my industry, it could go either way. Like it could be a little slow. It could be how it is for me right now, which basically feels like dead summer. Like that's how busy I've been, and we haven't even hit our coldest day of the year yet, which means there's way more to come. But that's good news because being an entrepreneur is being set up, equipped, and ready for those type of days. It's easy to just be like, all right, I only want to work 6 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, and just be done. But it's a different type of grind when you're willing to put all that into your business, all that into yourself, just betting on you. You're willing to just go full throttle. Sometimes skipping, lunch, sometimes skipping breakfast, sometimes skipping dinner, sleeping in the car. The grind is just crazy, and anything could kind of happen. It's kind of like you just gotta decide that this is what you want and that you're willing to go all in. Because sometimes it just have to be all or nothing. That don't mean that you can't be smart about it. That don't mean that you could better prepare and start setting up and making sure that you equip to handle certain workloads that'll take the edge off and make it a little easier for you if you see that you're growing. But at the same time, in order to hit those new levels and those new heights, you got to be willing to do things that normal people aren't willing to do. And sometimes that means while they're only putting in 8 hours, you got to put in that 10. Think about it. If you put in an extra 2 hours a day, in 5 days, you're already 10 hours ahead of them. And with those 10 hours, it comes 10 extra hours of experience. So when you double that up, and if they doing 8 hours and you're doing 16, same thing apply for 18 hours, 24 hours. You're going to have easier days. You're going to have lighter days where, now it's just admin work, or now it's just, setting up the crew, or, following up, or whatever the case may be. It might be a lighter day, but, people are made, legends are created during the tough times. And right now we're in a legendary moment. If you live in America and things like that, no matter what they're telling you about what's going on with the economy and with inflation, it's still a lot of money out there to be made. We got YouTube University where you can learn just about anything. We have Google where if you don't know how to do it, you could look it up. And we got so many other sources and outlets where you could pretty much be self-taught. College is not the only answer these days. Neither is trade school. So many people out there are self-taught. So many people out there are growing and expanding their business just from just doing their own due diligence and their own research. And people are out there paying them for it. We're in a time where a lot of people rather hire a freelancer or a contractor to get something done. Whether you be a mom and pop or just a regular independent. We could compete now with those big wigs. We could compete, with these large companies. And although at times it may feels like it's crumbs or we're grabbing the low bearing fruit, it's so much low bearing fruit. It's like a free for all. So especially like if you perfected your craft and your skill, and you start building up that clientele and get those references and things like that. Like people want work done, and they want work done by good individuals. So long as they find out that you know what you're doing and that you give out good work, you can't lose. You just got to be willing to put in the work. If you want to get home early, if you want to sleep late, if you want to hang out, party, drink, and do all the things that most people do in their teens and 20s, and these are the things that I did in my teens and 20s, then that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but just know that you're going to get exactly what it is out of what you're doing. You're going to whatever you're putting in, you're going to get out. So if you're putting in a lot of long nights in the club, a lot of long nights in the bar, a lot of long nights just hanging out and just wasting time, then that's exactly what you're going to get back. You know, you're going to get back a lot of wasted, energy, and not as much as you could be getting as far as becoming more independent and separating yourself from other individuals to try to get yourself out of the rat race. But if you really want to get out the rat race and you're ready to put that work in, and you want to be separated from other people that not necessarily living a lifestyle that you want to live, or maybe you just want to have something a little bit more for yourself and just a better living, then you got to be willing to put that time in, that work in, and that effort to get it done. Because at the end of the day, nothing's going to be given to you. You have to take it. You have to take it. You have to, put it in your own hands, bet on yourself, and go out there and claim your spot. Because there's a spot out there for everyone. It's more than enough room to grow. It's more than enough room to eat. And if you don't like what's on the table, you can always create your own. But just wanted to get that out there because, like I said, it's definitely been a crazy 72 hours. Probably more than that. I don't even know what the day is, but I just been going at it. And I've been trying to find the time out to still get these videos out and the time out to do what I got to do with, family, friends, and loved ones. But the grind don't stop, and I'm okay with that. Because I promise you, when we look at this video and it's in the archives a year later, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, we're going to be like, yo, that was from that 2021 grind in December. Because I promise you, legends are being made. The question is, are you going to become one? Your boy Muciano, signing out.